green hydrogen surging. Demand for hydrogen fuel made with renewables from wind and solar has soared. In fact, global searches for green hydrogen are up over 100% in just the past few years. That's not just a spike in curiosity. It's a signal the world is waking up to a clean energy revolution that could redefine how we power our industries, our transport, and even our homes. Introduction. 0452. For decades, the race to decarbonize our planet has centered around one big question. How do we keep the lights on without burning the planet? We've seen remarkable progress. Solar panels cheaper than ever, wind farms rising along coastlines, and electric vehicles quietly replacing the roar of engines. Yet, one massive challenge remains. What about the sectors we can't easily electrify? Think steelmaking, aviation, shipping, heavy transport. These are energy-hungry, carbon-intensive giants, responsible for nearly a third of global emissions, and they don't run easily on batteries. Enter green hydrogen, a clean, flexible, and powerful fuel that could fill this gap and propel us into a truly net-zero future. Body Section 1. What is green hydrogen? 2, 3, 15. Let's break it down. Hydrogen is the most abundant element in the universe, but on Earth, it's shy, it doesn't exist freely. We have to extract it from compounds, most commonly water, H2O. When we do this using electricity from renewable sources like solar or wind, we produce green hydrogen. No fossil fuels, no emissions, just pure energy. The process is simple in concept, though complex in scale. 1. Use renewable electricity to split water into hydrogen and oxygen via electrolysis. 2. Capture that hydrogen gas. 3. Use it as a fuel that, when burned or run through a fuel cell, produces, wait for it, just water, as exhaust. Zero carbon. Infinite potential. Body Section 2. Why it matters now. 315, 430. So, why is everyone suddenly talking about it? Because the technology, economics, and urgency have finally aligned. Technology. Electrolyzers, the machines that split water, are becoming more efficient and cheaper. Economics. The cost of renewable electricity has plummeted. Solar is now 90% cheaper than it was just 15 years ago. Urgency. Countries are committing to net zero targets, and industries are under pressure to slash emissions fast. Green hydrogen sits right at the intersection of these forces. It can store renewable energy when the sun isn't shining and the wind isn't blowing. It can replace coal and steel making. It can fuel ships, trucks, and even planes. It's the missing link in the clean energy puzzle. Body Section 3. The global surge. 435. 45. Across the world, momentum is building. Europe is leading the charge. Germany, the Netherlands, and Spain are investing billions in hydrogen infrastructure and cross-border pipelines. Australia is positioning itself as a green hydrogen superpower, using its vast solar resources to export energy not in barrels of oil, but in molecules of hydrogen. Japan and South Korea see hydrogen as essential for their energy security and have launched fleets of hydrogen-powered buses and cars. Even the United States is catching up fast. The Inflation Reduction Act offers massive tax credits for green hydrogen production, triggering a wave of new projects from Texas to California. Today, more than 1,000 large-scale hydrogen projects are planned or underway worldwide. Analysts predict that by 2030, global investment in hydrogen could exceed $500 billion. That's not a trend, that's a transformation. Body Section 4. Real-world impact. 545-7. Imagine this. A cargo ship leaving Shanghai, powered not by bunker fuel but by green hydrogen, cutting emissions by millions of tons. A steel plant in Sweden, producing green steel, made without coal used to build wind turbines that, in turn, generate more clean power. A city bus in Nairobi, running quietly and cleanly on hydrogen fuel cells. No smoke, no noise, just smooth motion. This is not science fiction. It's happening now. In 2021, Hyundai launched hydrogen-powered trucks in Switzerland. In 2022, Airbus unveiled plans for zero-emission hydrogen aircraft by 2035. And today, entire regions from Chile's Atacama Desert to Saudi Arabia's NEOM project are building hydrogen valleys to integrate production, transport, and use of the fuel. Body section 5 challenges ahead. 7, 8. But let's be clear. The road ahead isn't free of obstacles. Green hydrogen is still expensive 2 to 3 times costlier than gray hydrogen made from fossil fuels. It also requires massive amounts of renewable power and water, both precious resources. And we'll need new pipelines, storage systems, and safety standards to handle this light, explosive gas. Yet, every transformative technology starts this way. Solar panels were once niche and costly. Now, they're the cheapest form of electricity on Earth. The same learning curve can and will happen for hydrogen. Governments, investors, and innovators are betting on it. And if history tells us anything, when innovation meets necessity, the impossible becomes inevitable. Conclusion, vision for the future. 8, 9. So where does that leave us? It leaves us standing at the threshold of a new energy era. One not built on extraction, but on creation. The surge in green hydrogen isn't just about technology, it's about hope. Hope that we can power our economies without poisoning our planet. Hope that industries once deemed too dirty to clean can become engines of sustainability. Hope that human ingenuity, when driven by urgency, can rewrite the rules of what's possible. So the next time you hear that phrase, green hydrogen surging, don't just think of it as a headline. Think of it as a heartbeat, the pulse of a cleaner, stronger, more resilient world. Because the future of energy isn't written in oil or coal, it's written in H2. Thank you.